When I was younger, I had no idea that I would be so lumberdiraigo, shalida, matuda, bagida. Yes, I didn't know I would be all those things. But now that I'm older, I realize that my toe has a fungal infection that smells like cheese whiz, like cheese whiz, yeah. Ooh, you wanna taste it? I put it on some toast for you. I will put it in the mail. Just send me a Venmo for $1,500, yeah. I'm not on OnlyFans. I'm not on all of those disgusting websites for people who need money like that. Because I'm lucky that my wife's got a good job, or else I would be there now. It's a blessing and a curse, my friend, to be so well taken care of like a little baby man. I feel the weakness crawling up from my scrotal cavity, infecting my brain with mediocrity. Not that I was ever great at anything. Not that I was ever great at anything. Ooh, especially not singing and not playing the piano either. Welcome to the Andrew B. Steiner Show. I'm Andrew B. Steiner Show. I'm changing my last name to Show, my middle name to Steiner, and my other middle name I'll keep. The B, in case you don't know, stands for bitch nuts, because I got big old bitch nuts, giant bitchin' ladylike nuts. So what brings you to this podcast, might I ask? What do you want to work on here? What problems do you need solving? That's the important question, not what I need to talk about, but what do you need me to talk about with you, okay? Not that I can hear you as you watch it. I wish I could. If you want my phone number, and we could call, and you can watch it live with me over the phone, you can just DM me on Instagram at Andrew B. Steiner, and we'll schedule an appointment, and I'll watch my own podcast with you over the phone. How does that sound? Does that sound amazing or terrible? Either way, it's a unique experience that most people have never had. So I'm offering that one-time only offer. First 5 people get it for free. After that, it costs $1,000. Starting next episode, $1,000. I might change that. I might just do well, we'll see. But anyway, I want to talk to you about depression, creativity. These are all things that I have done. I've done depression, I've done creativity, and I'm pretty good at both of them. So, if you are a creative person that you struggle with anxiety or depression, I am not a clinically licensed mental therapist, and this is not therapy. This is comedy. This is a joke. This is a comedy podcast. So, but I am currently in grad school to become a mental health clinician. a counselor, a therapist, if you like. So I would like to try to utilize some of the skills I'm learning, some of my experience to actually help people. But this is a joke, so I'm not actually trying to help you. It's supposed to be funny. Anyway, I want to say that I think if I didn't have a creative outlet in my life, if I didn't have goals I was working towards creatively, I think I would be a lot sadder. I think the only thing that has helped me not be depressed the past 8 to 10 years, whatever it was like having comedy as a goal that I was really working hard and I was actually putting in work for. And I think before that, even before that, when I was trying to be a musician, I was in a deep depression. And the only thing that pulled me out of that was like practicing the piano. Uh, and having the goal of that and like getting better each day, seeing myself improving, help my self-esteem, but not just seeing myself improving, following through on a commitment I made to myself, learning to trust myself, because I think I always had a problem of like telling myself I was going to do something and then not doing that, and that made me not trust myself and dislike myself, and that was a long struggle dealing with that. And now I'm pretty locked in, trusting myself. I get the things done I put down on my to-do list that I check mostly daily. And, being in therapy now for the past 3 years, I have a good therapist. That's helped a lot. Just like getting stuff off my chest, getting to figure out what I'm feeling with somebody by talking it out to somebody who's not a friend, who, is my friends and family. That's great and all. That's important to have those outlets too, but it's like you can't put that kind of emotional labor on people unless you're stuck in a prison cell on a desert island where literally you have nothing else to do but talk. Then fine. If you're camping for weeks at a time and with a friend, sure, then that emotional labor, if they have literally nothing else on their plate, is not a big deal. But in general, most people are busy. Most friends and family members are busy with their own stuff, and they have other friends, they have other family that they're also trying to be kind and supportive towards. So it's like, I think that's the beauty of therapy, is there's a person whose literal job is to listen and reflect and help you a little bit. I mean, I guess what I'm learning in grad school is ethically a therapist's job is not to advise, it is to help you reach your own conclusions that are helpful, has helped point you in the direction of what you would advise, or like something similar to what you would advise, but that you've come to yourself, that the client has come to themselves, so that it's more meaningful and more impactful and feels more, I guess that's true in conversation too. It's like, how many times do you take your friend's advice and then either it works and then you give them all the credit and then you don't kind of necessarily build on it, or it doesn't work and then you blame them and you take none of the responsibility for yourself. So I think in therapy, the clinicians try to avoid that by helping the client reach their own conclusions and kind of, pointing them, kind of ushering them kind of in the general right direction, questioning their choices, helping them reach that indirectly, but not so forcefully. So anyway, we can talk about all that when we watch this podcast over the phone. Not this one, obviously. The next one. I can't watch this podcast over, unless you DM me mid podcast. You press pause and be like, I want to watch the rest with you. Then we can do that. So anyway, I'd like to read a little bit of my novel for you. Just read an excerpt of a book I got published recently. It's called Mumpy's Big Day. When Mumpy woke up that morning of February 17th, 1996, he had a giant lump on his chest that was aching and hurt and was red and swollen and itchy and had a little bit of nipple-like protrusions coming out of it, about 300 of them, and the nipples were speaking to Mumpy. The nipples said, "I am here." They all spoke at once. The mouths of the nipples all spoke at once. And they said, "You cannot believe everything that you think, my friend, because you have a lot of explaining to do about everything that you think, my friend, because the things that you think, my friend, are not at all helpful. Sometimes they are, but mostly not." And Mumpy said, "Oh my God, what the hell is going on with my chest? I gotta go to a doctor. It's saying craziness to me and I can't deal with it." So Mumpy got in his 1942 Oldsmobile Swifto and took it straight to the doctor's arithmetic office. The doctor was a doctor of mathematics, not of physiology or physiognomy. And they get to the office and the doctor says, "Oh my God, look at your chest, dude. It's really messed up, man. What are we gonna do? Let me run some quick equations on my calculator and I'll see what I got." And he would go beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. The calculator sounded so beautiful and musical in Mumpy's ears that he'd never felt so at peace in his life, except for the fact that there was a giant, lumpy, dumpy, weird nipple-ular protrusion coming out of his chest, singing to him sweetly the song of the little nipple mouths saying, "Wambalandi ayo yay, wambilandi ayo yay yo yay, ya yo yay." And the doctor started humming along with it while he was doing the calculation. Well, what it seems like is what the calculations say is that you had a bad dream last night and it manifested in reality, and now you don't know where you are. In fact, this is not real. We are actually still dreaming. I'm a figment of your imagination. Do you really think you'd come to a doctor in maths to get your lump checked out? No, that's not realistic. And your car, a 1942 Swifter, not even a real car. So what I'd like you to do is slowly wake up and realize that you're dreaming. And Mumpy opened his eyes and he realized the doctor was just messing with him. He wasn't dreaming. This was all real. So he went to his girlfriend's house and they made love and it was beautiful. And she put his lump in her mouth, as much of it as she could fit, which wasn't very much because it was gigantic by this point. And then the 300 nipples started singing in her mouth, "We're in your mouth and we love it here. We never want to leave your mouth." And she got scared and she spit him out, so the song didn't work for them. And that's where I'm gonna leave off right now. Please check out this book. It's available Barnes & Noble, Borders Bookstore, Walden Books. Anywhere you buy books in a mall that is closed down, you can get this book. So let's close off on a little meditation. And I just want to be honest here and say that I didn't feel up to recording this podcast, but I think it's gone pretty well. I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out. So I'd like you to know that. Know that I'm glad I took the time from my day to spend with you. And hopefully we're talking on the phone right now and you're like, "I'm glad you did too." And it would be wonderful. So a little meditation, everyone. Take a deep breath. Open your arms. Say, "I open my heart to the world. I'm going to let all the joy that I can possibly experience today into my heart and feel the world as beautiful and loving today." And I want you to just look in front of you, whatever, or look at something beautiful in your house or outside or wherever you are right now, and let the beauty into your heart. Let it in, and let yourself feel moved by the beauty, and feel thankful for the beauty, and feel proud of yourself that you're letting yourself feel thankful and moved, and be like, I love this world. I love this god dang world. I mean, this chocolatey, yummy world. I love this beautiful, silky, sexy, sugary world. And that's it. That's the meditation today. Say, I love the world. I love my new picture frame that my aunt, Frankie's aunt sent. Aunt Joe, thank you for the picture frame. Look at those bald guys. It's moving. That's our picture frame. Say, I love you for that. Say, I love my piano. Say that, you know, beep, beep. And say, I love the wall Frankie made. I love her art. And I love our view from our apartment where we can see the water. I've never had a water view to live in. It's so nice. Wow. Let's see if the cherry blossoms are blossoming yet. No, those are magnolias. The cherry blossoms aren't ready yet. And that's it. Thank you for being part of the Andrew B. Steiner Show. It's an honor to have been with you, and we'll be back next week. If you love the show, please share and tell your friends, subscribe, and also, please, more than anything, this is the most meaningful thing you could do, is go to my new comedy special and click on it, and then click notifications so that you're notified when it premieres on April 25th at 10 p.m. We're also doing a live show in New Rochelle at 8:30 p.m. and the premiere will be live too. So those tickets are free, but we only have limited room. So I don't know if hopefully you show up early enough. Anyway, thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you.